Hello. Today we are going to continue our lectures on ILEC materials devoted to international legal English. So today we are going to speak about trust. A trust is a legal device used to set aside the money or property of one person, called the settlor, for the benefit of another person, the beneficiary. For example, a trust may arise where assets are left in a will to children who are too young to legally own the assets. It's important to note that a trust is not a legal person. The settlor transfers the property, like shares or real estate, to trustees who own the trust property with respect to third parties. Trustees have what are called fiduciary duties vis-à-vis the beneficiaries of the trust. Fiduciary duties are the legal duty of a professional in a position of trust to act in the best interest of a client or beneficiary. What this means is that trustees have a duty to manage the trust property, what's called the corpus of the trust, for the benefit of the beneficiaries. In this way, trust permits the separation of legal ownership and beneficial interest. There are some terms that you should pay attention to. These terms are, for instance, appendices, exhibits, schedules, annexes, and attachment. One of the most common questions in the legal English context is what to call the materials that supplement a contract. The terms appendix, exhibit, annex, and attachment all refer to something which is attached or added to a document, and thus are often used interchangeably and represent only a matter of style or personal preference. However, there are some subtle differences and settings in which one of the terms is more commonly used. An appendix is a collection of supplementary material, usually at the end of a contract. It can also be at the end of a book in the literary world. An exhibit, on the other hand, is a supplement to either a contract or more often a brief or other submission to a court. Note, however, that supplementary materials to contracts are more commonly referred to as appendices in England, whereas exhibit is the preferred term in the US. In both jurisdictions, however, exhibits are far more common in court pleadings, given that such supplements are often later used as exhibits at trial. An annex is another term used to refer to something that's attached, appended, or added to a record or other document. In practice, the term can also be used interchangeably with appendix and exhibit. However, annex is used less frequently than either appendix or exhibit in the most legal agreements, which, with the exception of treaties or similar documents with an international effect. In such cases, annex is commonly used to refer to the materials which supplement the treaty. An attachment can also be used to refer to items or documents which are appended to the main document. However, the term has recently become more common when used to refer to a document which is attached to an email that can be opened by the recipient separately from the email itself. And finally, a schedule generally refers to materials that could be in the main contract but are instead moved to the end, usually due to their length, in an effort to achieve clarity and brevity in the main contract. For this reason, Schedules are often considered to be part of the main contract and are sometimes required to be separately signed by both parties. Thank you.